Have you ever wondered why so many of us grew up hearing "just say no" from uniformed police officers in our classrooms? That's the legacy of D.A.R.E, drug abuse resistance education. If you were a kid in the 80s or 90s, you probably remember those visits, the bright red shirts, maybe even the D.A.R.E lion mascot. But here's the thing. Despite being everywhere, D.A.R.E didn't really work. And the real story goes a lot deeper than most of us ever realized. Let me take you back to 1983 Los Angeles. D.A.R.E was started by LAPD Chief Daryl Gates, a man famous for inventing the SWAT team and less famous for trying to spy on political activists. When courts basically told the LAPD, "You can't send undercover cops into schools without a good reason," Gates needed another way in. Enter D.A.R.E, a program that legally put police in classrooms under the banner of drug education. But here's where it gets wild. D.A.R.E wasn't just about education. Students were encouraged to share their secrets, even report their own parents for drug use via anonymous D.A.R.E boxes. Critics compared this to tactics used in authoritarian states. And the curriculum? Researchers told Gates from the start that his approach, teaching kids to resist drugs using effective education, wasn't effective. In fact, some studies found D.A.R.E graduates were actually likely to try drugs. Despite warnings, D.A.R.E pushed ahead, backed by celebrities, presidents, and a who's who of billionaires and media moguls sitting on its board. There was even a shadowy side. D.A.R.E's nonprofit foundation funneled private donations and operated almost like a multi-level marketing scheme, training officers not just to teach but to fundraise and spread the program across America. And when the studies started coming in, showing D.A.R.E didn't work, the organization fought back hard. They pressured the Department of Justice to bury a critical report, tried to intimidate scientists, and even organized kids to write angry letters to reporters who questioned them. Eventually, though, the truth caught up. D.A.R.E lost funding and quietly even admitted on its website that the original program failed. But here's the twist. D.A.R.E is back, with a new curriculum called Keepin' It Real. And get this, the new program was designed by the very researchers D.A.R.E ignored back in the 80s. Early signs show it actually works. So as parents, the lesson here is simple. Don't be blinded by the hype. Ask tough questions about what's really happening in your kids' schools. Because sometimes, the programs that look the safest on the surface have the most complicated stories underneath.